So we're here with Representative Marv Hagedorn, who represents Meridian. Marv,
District 20, yeah.
Oh, District 20,
Right.
more specifically. Would you describe the 2010 session for our readers and what went on in brief?
You know, basically, it was tough. We were trying to budget or balance a budget with not enough revenue. We have a $3 billion operating system, and we only had $2.2 billion to spend on it. So we spent a lot of time just trying to figure out how to loosen the rules for all of the departments so they could spend what money we could get to them, and have a minimal number of layoffs, if any. I mean, our goal was not to increase unemployment. Absolutely.
Right. Now, you sponsored several bills on the House floor. Which one was your favorite that you think will do the most good for the state?
Oh, by far, the income tax and corporate tax reduction, H 707. That we didn't get to that until the very end of the session, but we started the dialogue, and we're moving down the road now. And that was to reduce individual income tax, corporate income tax down to 4.9%, so we could be one of the top 10 states in the nation to attract business and jobs, instead of second worst in the West, next to California.
Now, you sponsored a bill and successfully got a bill through the legislature dealing with hoax destructive devices. Want to explain that one real quick?
That was basically a real simple bill, one of many that I got through, by the way, not just one. But that was we had a hole in statute that didn't cover when somebody created a pretend bomb with the intent of scaring someone or hurting someone, or even using it as a decoy to do something else. And so we successfully made that through the House, the Senate, and the governor signed it, and so we fixed that hole in statute.
Okay, two more questions. What do you think was the worst piece of legislation to come out of the session in 2010?
Probably the worst piece of legislation was, and I hate to say this, but we had some quagga mussel legislation that I thought was very far-reaching. They defined motor vehicles as a vehicle that could be carrying quagga mussels. We have, don't get me wrong, we have a nasty issue coming at us for our waterways and quagga mussels and zebra mussels. Right now, we're charging our boaters a $10 tax boat stamp in order to help keep these quagga mussels away. The problem is the majority of the users are also our irrigators and our farmers, and I think that those folks also need to be in the fray here and help offset some of the costs of looking at and keeping the quagga mussels out of our waterways.
Right. So. All right, and what do you think that the 2010 legislature will most be remembered for?
Probably, this has been probably the greatest drop in revenue in Idaho's history that we had to deal with, and matching our state operations to what revenue that we could have. So I suspected if we're known for anything, it's going to be balancing that budget.
Perfect. Thank you for your time, sir.